y'all today. So I'm here to do the October 2021 wrap up, which seems crazy. I feel like the month just kind of flew by, but that's besides the point. So in the month of October, I colored a total of 25 pictures in 11 books. So as many of you know, for all of September and half of August, I was away in the States for like a holiday with my family. So I only had a handful of books with me. So it was definitely very nice to come back to, my giant collection and be able to work in a variety of books. So I kind of went a little crazy, with just grabbing a bunch of books off of my shelf. So yeah, that's kind of how I ended up with 11 different books. But without further ado, let's hop on in. The first book that I colored in is Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder, which is a book in my collection that does not get enough love. Like, this book is beautiful, but I've only done, I think this is my third image in here, maybe fourth. So it's definitely not enough. But, that's kind of what happens when you have a lot of books. But I really like this picture. So this was a buddy color with Michelle, whose information I'll leave below. She did hers with markers, if I'm not mistaken. I could be making that up. But I used mostly brute funners. There's also a little bit of Prismas. And then I also added touch of this like blue gel pen all the way around. I just wanted to add a little bit of glitter here. And then also these leaves are in this gel pen that I'm actually loving. Let me find it. It's these bad boys. So this is the silver one, but it is the Edding 2185 .07 gel pen. These are amazing. So I got two of them for my birthday from a friend, this one and then the gold one that I used here, and I absolutely fell in love with them. I've never used them before, so I actually ended up buying myself a pack of I think like 6 off of Amazon that had different colors, but the pens are amazing. So that's what's in the leaves. And yeah, I kind of threw a bunch of different pencils at it and I really enjoyed it. It took me forever. I think we agreed to do the buddy color in like August. So the fact that I finished it in October, bless her for sticking around with me. I tend to be kind of slow at some things. But I really like this page. And again, I really, really need to give this book more love. There's beautiful images in here. I'm sure you've seen this book before. And yeah, let's see. So I did this one. This one was also, I think, a buddy color with her, if I'm not mistaken, but I did this one in August. There was also, gosh, I want to say there was another one. I don't know, but yeah, I need to pay more attention to this book. My Johanna books in general don't get as much love as they really should because they're great. From there, moving on to a book that I purchased and immediately fell in love with, and it's my Creative Haven Autumn Scenes by Teresa Goodridge. This was kind of an impulse buy. I was in a bookstore with my mother, and I saw it there, and I don't actually have anything by Teresa Goodridge. Well, not before this. And I don't know, I just figured I'd give it a shot. I'm a sucker for autumn-themed things, and I just fell in love with it. So I did a page in here. Oops. And it looks like this. So it is just colored pencils. There's nothing else on here. This is a combination of no brute funners here. It's a combination of Prismas, Artesas, I guess maybe brute funners. I'm not even sure. But I loved it. It did take me a while when I started working with colored pencils, it just takes me like an age and a half. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like the cute little doggies, kittens here. So that's my second page in here. I did one in August, I think. Maybe it was September. Let me find it. This one. I didn't date it, so I can't tell you what month I did it in. I think it was last month. I think it was September. But yeah, so really, really big fan of this book. This is actually possibly my favorite picture in the book, and I'm just holding off on doing it because I'm nervous I'm going to mess it up. But this book is great, and now I really want to get more of her work. But however, I'm trying really hard just stay away from purchasing things at the moment just because I have way too much and I have books that haven't been touched yet, which is just in my book unacceptable because, you know, I paid for them, so I should be coloring in them. And then I really wanted to pull out Rita's book, and when I pulled out this book, I had just finished with a Johanna Basford page, so I wanted something simple to do. So I picked this page here. So one of the things that I like about her books is that she has these like kind of patterny pages that you can just take your gel pens to and like have at it. So it is very shiny. I hope you can see that. So all of this, the top, everything in the center and the bottom is 100% gel pens, which is great because, I don't use my gel pens that much. And then the background, I just went in with a pencil. Is the background amazing? No, but it's fine. I didn't want to just leave it blank because it was a little too stark of a difference compared to like the swirly things. So I just laid down some colored pencil, and yeah, it was really relaxing. It was also a super easy page to do, but I love this book. I need to work more on it this season. I did pages last year in here, so yeah, need to go back to it. I also have her new like travel book, and I haven't even colored in it yet, which to me is just tragic. So moving on to a book that got a lot of love this month, and is my 50 Stylish Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. This came out a couple of months ago. It's her newest mandala book. It's not her newest book because she also does the miniature books, which I think everybody knows and loves. But I'm just going in order in this book. So this is mandala number 3, if you're curious. This was actually a buddy color with Michaela. We decided we're going to color in this book, and we picked a color palette, but we did not agree on a mandala. So her mandala is probably going to be different. I know, unless you pick the same one, if it happens, it happens. But yeah, we picked this color palette because it was nice and like fall themed. And yeah, it's mostly my alcohol markers. I did do a little bit of gel pen. I hope you can see the glitter. I find these to be super relaxing, and yeah, I mean, as soon as you pick the color palette, right, the hard part is done. So you just kind of go and just have a great time. So once I did this mandala, I just couldn't stop. So I moved on, and then I did this one, which is not my favorite color palette, but it's fine. It's okay. And then I did this one that I really, really like. This was definitely like very woodsy autumn to me. I don't think I found this one. I think this was all me, all the creativity, of picking out 5 markers. But yeah, I really like this one. No gel pen here. Then I went a little on the wild side, I guess. But I did this one of like neon-y pastel colors. And there is gel pen here. Again, I hope you could see. It's the... like in the middle, it's the lime green. I also went on the outside and did little detailing around that. I've actually been really enjoying doing that, or, just coloring in something in alcohol marker and then tracing an outline with pen. Again, I hope that catches on because it just looks really pretty, especially when it catches the light in a certain way. So really enjoyed this one. And then this was also a color palette off of Instagram. So on Instagram, I follow a couple like color palette accounts. So whenever a color palette pops up that I enjoy, I will just save it. So I went into my saved images and found this one. And at first I wasn't really liking it when I started like doing it. I was like, oh, not the best. But I think it turned out okay. It's not my favorite, but that's fine. And I did use... hopefully you could see the shiny pen, and that is one of these edding pens I was telling you about, the purple one. That's from the little set that I bought on Amazon. I'll try to find it and link it below. I usually link everything below anyways. But yeah, really like this one, and again, really, really relaxing. And then I actually just finished this one. I'm filming this on Halloween, and I finished this one today. And this was also a color palette off of Instagram. I really like how this turned out. I have those gel pens here again, the gold that you can see like here. Again, hope the reflection works. It's one of those pens. Actually, no, it's not. This gel pen is different. I apologize. That gel pen is from a set that I bought on Amazon. This is a different gel pen. Sorry, I fibbed. I tried the one from the Edding pen, but it was kind of a cooler shade of gold, and I wanted something on the warm side, obviously, because there's warm shades here. So I really like how this turned out. And this is page 8, so I think I did 6 overall this month. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I did 6 mandalas, which will bring me to page 9, which looks like this. And I have a feeling that, you know, this book will be featured pretty much every month going forward. I'm actually kind of thinking to myself, like, wow, like, should I buy a backup? At the same time, it's like, no, you shouldn't. You only did 8 out of the 50. Like, calm yourself, but tempted. Then I did a page. For some reason, the book is dirty. In the Creative Haven Autumn Inspirations, Color by Number by George Tufexis. George Tufexis, for some reason, kind of fell to the wayside this month, even though I love his stuff. But it's the only page I did by him this month. And it looks like this. And this is pretty much as Halloween as my coloring got. But I really like it. I use permanent markers in here, and then also, gosh, what are those dual-sided markers? Of course, I can't remember now, but there's a permanent marker in here, and then also water-based marker. This book's amazing. I need to do more in it during the fall. It's been on my desk, like I've been meaning to do more pages in here, but I've just been drawn to the mandala book instead. So moving on to my Disney like Hatchet Hero books. This is the new one from them. Well, one of the new ones. They've kind of been on a release streak lately. It's the Trompe l'Oeil Tome 3, so it's the Optical Illusions Volume 3. Came out, I think, this month. So I have their volume 2. I actually also did a full flip of this book on my channel if you're interested to see the solutions. But so I did the first couple of pages. So we have, I almost said Aladdin, the genie. Then this is from, is it Alice in Wonderland? Let's see. So the thing I like, you can like flip to the back and it will tell you what story it's from. It is Alice in Wonderland. Perfect. And then we have this picture, which is going to be a little difficult to show, but maybe I can bend it. And it's from the Aristocats, I think. Oh gosh, let me check. I'm really bad with names of things. The Aristocats. I was right. So I did 3 pages in here, and I had to like force myself to set it aside to, you know, kind of give some love to other books. But yeah, so far I'm really liking this. This book does not have the black outline still, so if you're considering getting it, just keep that in mind. And then a book that's new to me, I also got it this month, is the Hatchet Heroes Babies Circles. So it's also my first circle book. So if you're not familiar with these, it's like they're standard color by number, but everything is circles. So I decided to snag it up. So I did a couple of pages. So I did this one, which is from The Lady and the Tramp, if I'm not mistaken. And this book has 2 different styles of circles. It has something like this, and then I didn't realize it also had something like this, which in full honesty is not my favorite. It's kind of a pain. You have to make sure that your marker is quite fine tip to like get the circles, but that's okay. I tried it out. I cannot recall what movie this character is from. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's fine. So I did these 2, and then I did Chip from The Beauty and the Beast. I really like this one, and you can kind of see like the circles here so you get a better understanding of what this book is. And then kind of skipped ahead and did this one, which was too cute. And this is from Pocahontas. So you can see my blue was dying here, but that's fine. And I just use water-based markers in here, and it doesn't bleed through to the other side. So Crayola Super Tips are a great one for this book. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this book so far. And it's a unique experience because, like I said, I don't have any of the other circle books. So I'm really, really glad I got it. I actually purchased it and then I had buyer's remorse and I tried to cancel it. But I had tried to cancel the order like 24 hours after I made it, so it was too late. But I'm glad I still got it. I'm glad that the order was not able to be canceled. And then this is another one. As I mentioned, I have volume 2 of the visual illusions, optical illusions, whatever it's called. So this is again volume 2. The one I showed earlier was volume 3. So I've had this book for some time and I'm just making my way through it. And I did this picture of Mulan. And then we did this picture, which I can't remember her name, but I know it's also from Mulan. I also haven't seen the movie in a very long time, since I was a child, so no wonder I don't remember the names. And then I did 2 pictures here. I did a picture of Cruella. Also, I just watched the Cruella movie yesterday, and I have to say it was really good. Would recommend it. Also, if you're a dog lover, don't be afraid to watch that movie. There's no animal cruelty. You are fine. And then this little guy. So this is what I meant by the black outline. So if you could see here in this picture, everything will have a black outline, which is something that they used to do in their older books, but for some reason they're veering away in the newer books. So volume 3 of this does not have the black outlines. Volume 2 does. So if that's a deal breaker for you, maybe go for the volume 2 or volume 1, which I'm assuming volume 1 has the black outlines. I'm not fully sure as I don't own that one. But with me completing those 4 pages, I believe I hit 25% of the book, like completion-wise. I can't remember. But it was either 25% or 1/3. I was trying to go for like a good number. So I'm really happy that I'm making progress in that book. And all of those books have 100 pages. There's definitely enough to work on. And then also this month I picked up the Disney Buddies like Pixel book, and this is also by Hatchet Heroes. This is my first Pixel book from them. And I picked it up because I do really like the Pixel books. And I only did 1 picture in here, just the first one. I figured I might as well go in order. And it's a combination of the cross method and the dot method. I don't really like to color in the full pixel, but this is from Zootopia, which is actually a movie that I had never seen, but I heard good things. So yeah, it's double-sided and the images are quite easy to do because they're not super big. I think there's maybe 50 pictures in here. I'm not, no, it's less than 50, but that's fine. Actually, maybe it's more than 50. I don't know. All I know is that this book is super cute and there's 40 pictures. But I did like a bulk order, I guess. I got this one, the circles, and the volume 3 of the optical illusions in the same order. Just kind of went on a Hatchet Heroes binge, I guess. Moving on to a book that's very well loved on this channel. It's my Disney Princesses Dots, Waves, Lines, and Spirals. It's in every month's completed pages. The pages are like curling. I've traveled with this book. This book has seen better times, but that's fine. So I did this picture with a permanent marker, and this is from Brave. What's her name? Merida, right? So really like this one. And then I also did one more, and it is our gal pal Rapunzel. So yeah, I really like this book. Again, it's in every month's completed pages. It's wonderful. It's kind of my go-to when I just want to focus on coloring, but I don't want to deal with like picking out colors or shading or anything. So, and it's a pretty thick book, which is nice. I actually started keeping track. I have done 23 pages so far out of 52. So I'm kind of nearing the 50% mark. So 26 would be half, I know, 23. So maybe this month I will hit the 50% mark in this book, which is amazing. I've had it for over a year now, I would say. So doing well. And then a new purchase for me, well, I bought it, gosh, August, I think. It was an impulse buy, you know, late night Amazon trip. But it's the Friends Dots, Lines, Spirals coloring book. And I'm having mixed feelings about this book because it's all just characters. And I feel like they also could have put in like items. Like they could have done the door with the frame, you know, they could have done a mug from the coffee shop. They could have done the sofa. Like there's so many other things that they could have done. But from the pictures that I've done, this is my 4th one. I did 3 the month that I got it. It's just faces, and I have no idea who this is. So please let me know. I don't think it's one of the main characters. It's definitely not Phoebe. I don't think it's Rachel. It's not one of the main characters, so I feel like it's maybe one of the side characters. But like, who is it? Please let me know if you can figure it out. I wish there was maybe a key somewhere in here that would let me know who it is. No clue. But like, I did this one in August and you can clearly tell it's Rachel. So like something like this I'm fine with because I know who it is. Let's see what else I have. Then we have this one, which again, I was not so sure about. This is a prior pictures from August. I was thinking that it's like when Rachel goes on her maternity leave, he's the one that takes over her role at her job, but I can't remember his name. So I will continue probably working in this book, but again, a little let down. But if you're okay with kind of like trying to guess who the people are, this book is fine. There's no printing issues or anything in here that I've found. But yeah, so far it's just random faces. If you know who that is, please let me know because I'm really curious. But that's actually it for the month. Obviously today's still October, so maybe I'll get 1 or 2 pages done today because I really want to work in the George Tufexis book, the autumn one. So if that happens, I'll just include it in next month wrap up. But yes, thank you so much to everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.